The question is whether the slightly increased voter turnout can mean that the BJP's vote share goes up and it's a little bit more in the game, if not to form a government, then at least to provide a strong opposition in Haryana. So we should watch out tomorrow to see how much the BJP has gained between the Lok Sabha elections and now. That's the trend we need to see. As far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, I think the real story is whether the grip of Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah over the politics in the Kashmir Valley would be intense, and people like Engineer Rashid, who are in the picture. Has the hardline vote, what some people see as the pro-separatist vote, has that got divided in the Kashmir Valley? Remember, viewers, last time Omar Abdullah lost in his own constituency. So if this time that is repeated, and it's repeated to some extent over the Kashmir Valley, then it will mean an opening for the BJP. If the BJP does well in Jammu, can it team up with these parties to form an alternative government? The exit polls say no. However, we'll wait for the numbers tomorrow. Also, will it be possible for Mehbooba Mufti and the Congress and Omar Abdullah to share power in what will be an MVA type, slightly cumbersome Indie alliance government in Jammu and Kashmir? Technically possible if they all come together and decide that's the only way to keep the BJP out. But it is unfeasible from a long-term point of view, because essentially these parties can only be in it together for a couple of years. They will have to separate and go their own ways after a couple of years, because before their own voters, before their own electorates, they cannot present themselves as a united front. Otherwise, Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti will lose their own individual electorates. So it can be a sort of bandage coalition. I would call it a bandage coalition, which is a bandage over slightly lesser than usual expectations in the Kashmir Valley. So I would be more interested in following the Jammu and Kashmir results tomorrow than it would be Haryana in terms of political excitement. In terms of trend, we'll be following both. And the other question is this going to be a mood setter for Maharashtra and Jharkhand? I don't think so, because politics in Maharashtra is totally and completely different, and Jharkhand absolutely different. So all those people who are drawing an example and saying that we must in a way draw a link between tomorrow, it's going to be a mood setter for the upcoming state elections in Maharashtra and Jharkhand, are completely wrong. That's my take on it, viewers. We have a two-state verdict tomorrow. That's debate number one. Whether it will be a national mood indicator, which way are the states swinging? That's the big picture debate tonight. And also today, following that, what's wrong in a Hindu unity call? Mohan Bhagwat, the poster boy for the opposition when he was seen to be critical of the Prime Minister after the results, is suddenly, enemy number one again because he's called for Hindu unity. I believe Hindu unity is good for national unity. And our hashtag is simple, Hindu unity, not Hindu unity call. Our hashtag is Hindu unity. That's the follow-up debate. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight. After Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi's powerful "batenge to katenge" remark, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat echoes a similar sentiment, calling for Hindus to unite as one. The question that arises is simple. Why does the lobby always seem rattled when Hindus unite in this country? In response to the Hindu unity call, All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin Chief Asaduddin Owaisi strikes back, warning that Prime Minister Modi and Mohan Bhagwat are, quote-unquote, in his words, threat to the people of India, unquote. As usual, Owaisi resorts to his signature fear-mongering tactics. As exit polls show a neck-and-neck contest between the National Conference and the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir, everyone is on the edge. Independents are projected to win key seats, adding to the uncertainty. With the numbers so tight, will we see new alliances forming in Jammu and Kashmir? And exit polls are pointing towards a Congress sweep in Haryana, but the BJP insists the battle is far from over. The big question is, will this be another Chhattisgarh moment? Is there a comeback in the making possible at all? And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to the results with Republic as I lead the team to bring you the fastest, most comprehensive coverage with my team. The fate of Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana will be decided, and Republic will be getting you the results live from the morning. We expect the numbers to start rolling in after 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And that's my main focus, ladies and gentlemen. The big story this evening is which way Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir will go. Now, exit polls aside, the election campaigns in both Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have been significantly interesting. In Jammu and Kashmir, we have seen the most important affirmation of democracy first in the record voter turnout in the Lok Sabha, and the most peaceful assembly elections since 1987. In Haryana, we have seen a BJP fighting 10 years of anti-incumbency with a newer face of Nayab Singh Saini, with the Congress perhaps emerging as the front-runner, clear front-runner if the exit polls are to be followed. But what do these elections mean for the larger national picture, if at all anything? Let's debate.
In less than 12 hours from now, early trends in the Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir elections will start trickling in. The biggest question this election season remains, which way are the two states swinging?
मैं 2014 के बाद जब भी आया मैंने यही कहा, मैं ये मेहनत आपका दिल जीतने के लिए कर रहा हूं, आपका दिल मैं जीत पाया हूं और ज्यादा जीतने की कोशिश मेरी जारी रहेगी। और ये मोदी की गारंटी है। मोदी की गारंटी यानी गारंटी पूरा होने की गारंटी।
If exit polls are to be believed, Jammu and Kashmir is heading towards a hung assembly, and independents are pegged to play a critical role in government formation. However, fault lines have already started to emerge in the only pre-poll alliance in Jammu and Kashmir.
What the Congress does in Kashmir is not that important. What the Congress does in Jammu is important. And unfortunately, Congress hasn't done as much in the plains of Jammu as we would expect them to do. The lion's share of the seats that the alliance gave in Jammu was to the Congress party.
Meanwhile, on the eve of the election results, the PDP has started sending in mixed signals to the NC over a possible post-poll alliance, something that the two parties failed during the Lok Sabha elections.
हम तो अभी भी चाहते थे कि भाई अलायंस के लोगों का, क्योंकि लोगों की आखिरी उम्मीद है, जैसा आपने कहा, कि पीएचडी इकट्ठे रहे, जहां महबूबा मुफ्ती उमर अब्दुल्ला फारूक साहब, तारिक आमी साहब इकट्ठे खड़े होते थे कांग्रेस के साथ, तो एक बात बनती थी। तो अब अनफॉर्चुनेट हो गया, तो क्या कर सकते हैं
कि हम लोग इकट्ठे रियासत को बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे।
आपसे बात होगी महबूबा मुफ्ती?
नहीं, मेरी कुछ बात नहीं, मैंने सिर्फ अखबार में पढ़ा है।
The BJP, on the other hand, is claiming that it has a firm footing in Jammu and Kashmir and will form the government from the support of the independents.
विश्वास है कि बीजेपी सबसे बड़े दल के रूप में जम्मू कश्मीर में उभर कर आएगी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी और बीजेपी के समर्थन से जो इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स चुनाव लड़े हैं वो जीत के आएंगे और हम मिलकर सरकार बनाएंगे।
The situation, however, in Haryana looks grim for the BJP as per the exit poll, with the poll of polls even projecting a Congress sweep in the state where the BJP is facing 10 years of anti-incumbency.
बड़े विश्वास के साथ कह रहे हैं कि हरियाणा में बड़े बहुमत से कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी। कल आप देख लेना, जब गिनती हो, संख्या में मतदान हुआ हरियाणा में, सभी और शांति प्रिय तरीके से जो पूरा चुनाव की प्रक्रिया संपन्न हुई, तो सभी हरियाणा के मतदाताओं का भी।
Meanwhile, the BJP in the state has remained defiant on the trends, with Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini attempting to exude confidence on his party's return.
हमने जो हरियाणा को एक नई गति विकास की देने का काम किया है, 8 अक्टूबर को भारतीय जनता पार्टी तीसरी बार बहुत बड़े मैंडेट के साथ आ रही है।
However, internal turmoil has started to brew within the Congress, with various leaders beginning to throw their hat in the ring for the top post in the state. Among them, Kumari Selja emerges as a front-runner, who was for a large part of the election miffed with the party.
Are you a player for, even if the party wins, is it possible that you could be a chief minister?
See, that only High Command will have to answer, only High Command will have to decide. There are few people who would be in the consideration zone. And I think Selja would be there. All these things have to be factored in by the High Command only. Many aspects are there which may be visible, which may not be visible to all, whether it's media, whether it's political people, whether it's analysts. But High Command has to take a final call on this.
In the biggest political showdown since June 4th, tomorrow's election day brings in a lot of questions for the Indian polity. Will the elections in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have any impact on the national picture? What does this mean for the polls in Maharashtra and Jharkhand? Will BJP be able to do a turnaround from the Lok Sabha elections? What does the future of Jammu and Kashmir entail? The conclusive picture will emerge in mere hours. But have the political parties done enough this election season?
So Abhishek, we're going to look at the big picture right now, as well as we'll take up the questions which emerge in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. I'm welcoming, together with you, RP Singh of the BJP, Sushil Pandit, Salman Nizami of the DPAP party, Raman Malik, pro-BJP political analyst, Aditya Gupta, he's a candidate himself, he's from the PDP in Jammu, Piyush Joshi is pro-AAP, and Lokesh Jindal of the Congress. Thank you very much, everyone. You would like to throw a first question? I'm just saying, should we start with the big picture or go micro? Let's go micro.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Haryana. Raman, let's keep it very, very brief. I want to start with you. Is it a hopeless situation for BJP now? You saw the exit polls. You were a bit enthusiastic that things may change. I'm sure you don't feel that way after the polls that you saw.
Not that, Arnab. Maybe it's just this that probably the calculations which the pollsters have done is based on calculations which were about a week before the polls happened. In the last week, there was a major turmoil and major
what would change in 1 week?
Because of the
these are exit polls, Raman Malik.
So these are exit polls. Yeah. Exit polls happen on the day of voting. And they are accumulated over a period.
But you know, one thing which has to be taken into consideration is this election in Haryana. I have also roamed around across the state. One thing which I found out is that every party has fought the election with tooth and nail, which was not the last time around.
No, you're saying the BJP didn't fight tooth and nail in the Lok Sabha election?
And they've put in a lot of efforts. So I see certain changes happening.
The numbers on
and
the grid below.
Basically,
go back to that
call for condemning the EVM very soon.
Okay, I'll get reactions on this.
I believe,
so BJP, I got it. Let's keep it brief. I'm getting in Piyush now. One minute, Piyush. Kejriwal says that had I come out of jail earlier, we would have won the elections. That's an admission of defeat, Abhishek, you think?
100%.
100%, yeah. 100. Why has he admitted defeat early? He's himself from Haryana.
Well, he knows he cannot do anything.
Piyush.
You see.
Let's get Piyush in. That question is not to you, that's to Piyush. Raman, that question is to Piyush. That question is to Piyush, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, if the exit poll numbers hold out to be true tomorrow, then I think it's good news for the alliance, not so good news for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Which alliance? Fighting separately.
Sir, please.
There's no alliance, Piyush.
Ramanji, you know, the thing is that Aam Aadmi Party needs to do more homework, needs to work harder, and it's not only about Arvind Kejriwalji, it's about the whole infrastructure of the Aam Aadmi Party, whole cadre of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have been working hard in Haryana, but the results are not up to our expectations. If the exit poll numbers hold out to be true, then in that case, the Aam Aadmi Party needs to synchronize itself with what the people want. They need to work very, very hard on the ground, and they are working hard, but they are probably not
Lokesh, I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in, Lokesh. Next 1 minute. Let me get to Lokesh. Lokesh, may I draw you in out here? 1 minute. There will be a chatterati tomorrow. Can I come in, please? You know, hey, relax, guys. The results are tomorrow. You know, what's the point of fighting on TV today? You see, people have cast their vote. Raman. Now we are into deep analysis. You have a Pandit like Abhishek sitting here. And my question to Pandit Abhishek is this. Tell me, with all respect to you, Abhishek, in this election, the Congress ecosystem will be very ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
If the Congress wins Haryana, then they will not talk about what happens in Kashmir. They will use the Haryana election to project themselves for Jharkhand and Maharashtra.
Right.
Will that be a correct projection?
No, the picture in Maharashtra and Jharkhand is completely different, or no? Because in the
But
case
they'll
of
say
Jharkhand,
this is a story of Congress on the rise.
Yeah.
Will that be correct to say that?
Not at all, because in Jharkhand they are an incumbent. And in the case of Maharashtra, the alliance is in doldrums. And they are a junior partner in a way between NCP and
But why would you not allow them? They would say if the BJP wins in Tripura, it projects it nationally. But if we win in Haryana, Abhishek Kapoor will say, don't project it at a national level. You'll have to give a counter to that.
No, in the sense that
they will project it tomorrow. They say, oh, we are on the rise.
So it's like BJP is the incumbent, so they have to face anti-incumbency, obviously.
But double anti-incumbency here.
Double anti-incumbency. And in fact, in Kashmir also, by the way, because from 2014 onwards, if you look at it, between the BJP-PDP government and then the LG administration.
You're saying means nothing. If the Congress wins, unless the BJP evaporates, 1 minute, Raman, unless the BJP goes down to single digits or 10 to 15 seats, there's not much to be read.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because the fact is that the BJP has faced headwinds in the election. That is the reason. I mean, the change of chief minister itself is an admission that they were facing difficulties. Just
what
ahead
would be
of
a
elections.
good number in Haryana for the BJP?
I think if they get as the numbers suggest, between 25 and 30.
That's good for them.
Yeah, and couple of polls on the higher side
Why,
are actually even now giving 35 to the BJP, and BJP got 30 in the last elections.
Yeah.
So obviously,
my own take is that if the BJP gets above 30 tomorrow, it should be happy. And beyond that is anybody's guess. But I don't think this election is up for grabs. Lokesh, what's your take? How much can a Haryana victory be projected nationally by your party?
Arnab, first of all, Haryana's victory would be a clear indicator that the BJP's form of politics, which had been successful until now, doesn't appeal to masses anymore. They have to start talking upon real issues. Till now, the polarization card had been working. But since January 2024, this year, this card has diluted its effect significantly. First was the Lok Sabha polls, and now it's going to be Haryana, and subsequently it's going to be Jharkhand, it is going to be Maharashtra, and in fact we have seen now efforts so as to stimulate some form of polarization has not been working. So BJP needs to look into its...
If you are voted out, if you are not given a clear mandate in Haryana, would that mean...
Let him complete, Let him complete, Raman. Raman, not fair. RP has not even come in. 2 versus 2. RP also on the left. Raman, take a back seat. Raman, let him speak. Raman, let him speak. Raman, don't intervene. Okay, Raman, I'm disciplining Raman. Raman, please, 1 second. Let Lokesh complete. Then I have to get RP Singh also in. We're having a good discussion. People are liking this discussion. Yeah, Lokesh, complete.
Arnab, polarization requires a certain social and economic background, which was available since 2014. But we have seen, we are in the post-COVID time period, especially after 2024, it is just not appealing to the masses anymore. And that is something which is the writing on the wall. And the sooner BJP accepts it,
Okay, Lokesh, I'll get a first and quick response to that. Let's get a first and quick response to your initial comments from RP Singh. RP Singh, you cannot underplay Haryana. You cannot underplay Haryana. And the voter turnout this time was about 67%, which is a 2% higher turnout compared to the Lok Sabha elections. But Haryana is a place where people really participate. You know, I think, in fact, even with the 67%, it is 1% less than the 2019 assembly elections, right? So Haryana is a very political state. Have you given up on Haryana tomorrow, RP? Can I just get RP in and then I'm coming back straight to you? Have you given up on Haryana? Or are you hoping...
Also, I would like to take his view on Jammu and Kashmir. Because
I'm just coming to... Can we do Jammu and Kashmir right after this? Because we have panelists from Jammu and Kashmir waiting.
Singh Saab has tremendous amount of experience when it comes to Jammu and Kashmir. He has worked a lot in Jammu and Kashmir. So his take on Jammu and Kashmir, will be very interesting.
Of course it will be. But let's get RP to respond to Haryana. Is Haryana a forgotten cause? Are you expecting to do a Chhattisgarh in Haryana? That's the question everyone's on. Yeah.
You rightly said.
Yes.
People ruled us out in Chhattisgarh, and it's a similar situation in Chhattisgarh also. We accept that initially we were on a back foot, but when the campaign started and last almost month, we picked up our campaign. We have put our nut and bolt in the right position and have tightened the required nut and bolts also. Imagine the parliamentary election, we were almost 3.5% more than the Congress as far as the vote percentage goes. And although we lost 5 seats, but percentage of vote were higher than Congress party. And the combination which has worked in the Haryana, the caste combination and the seat combination is working in our favor. I'm not saying that we are going to get something like 55 seats or 60 seats, but we will be in a comfortable reach where we can form the government with the support of certain independents also need be, but on our own also. Just wait. I mean, it will be repeat of Chhattisgarh.
What would that number be? 35? I assume that what you're saying, what he's saying basically is that BJP gets between... He is hoping that it's not 25 to 30. He is hoping tomorrow's number, Abhishek, is somewhere between 33 to 38.
Yeah, it's a tough ask.
He's hoping that it's 33 to 38 kind of number. Is that possible as of today?
Very tough. I think the BJP would hope, Arnab, that when it comes to Kashmir, it's Naya Kashmir.
No,
when it comes to Haryana, it's old Haryana. So Naya Kashmir and old Haryana is BJP's pitch, I think, for tomorrow, if they can get it.
But why do
it's very difficult. It's very difficult for Haryana, I believe.
Why
because in the second, the first election, they got
5 seats in Haryana are clear, having going one way or the other. The rest are open. And I can assure you, there are about 15 top names from Congress, out of which 8 to 9 are going to lose the election, including Uday Bang, which is their party chief. Now, I've tweeted also all these states. I've tweeted the names whom Congress are promoting that these elections are going to be lost by those candidates, which are going to be won. So please understand, Haryana, if they have played a particular caste card, Mr. Huda and company, then that has also worked against them in consolidating the others.
Yeah, Raman Malik, you can be more clear about it. It's basically what you're saying, the Congress party's Jat card against the BJP's anti-Jat politics. In a way, anti-Jat polarization that the BJP has sought to, effect in Haryana with 2 non-Jat chief ministers and hoping that this works.
What has happened is, Congress has overplayed the Jat card. They've overplayed the Jat card.
And you are saying, so the BJP game is that because of that overplaying of the Jat card, the non-Jat gets polarized in support of
That's not fair. Abhishek, what the alliance has played is about Kisan, Jawan and Pahalwan. They have never played any kind of card,
Possible
so that's not
may
fair.
come third even. It is such
Haryana
a
has
dicey
voted against the
election.
policies of the central government. That's it.
No, come again. I didn't get that. One minute. I'll bring in RP on that. You see, again, an attempt to project this nationally by saying the Haryana vote is a reflection on the policies of the central government. So RP...
Let's take a second.
Be specific with RP on this, Piyush. No. Pick up one.
If there is an anti-BJP government in Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, and next year Delhi, would you then agree to this? That the Modi's
I would. No. I can answer to that. RP will reply to that. Viewers, this is this is where I think being anti-BJP you go wrong. In this country, we should celebrate if there are many states and there are many parties. If 16 out of, if I would say roughly 60% of state governments are BJP run and 40% are not BJP run, it shows the political diversity of the country. But you people go and say elections are fraud, constitution is going to collapse. So you should actually celebrate that, because in a way, it is proof of the diversity and robustness of our electoral system. But I want to get in RP once again, because RP is betting on 35 as the average number for the BJP.
We're going very, very difficult, very difficult, because
it would be a huge comeback.
After 2 elections, second election, they were down to 25.
Yeah, but you know, we got a surprise in Chhattisgarh.
There could be surprises.
Nobody expected Chhattisgarh.
Yeah.
Right. And I have heard that people who did not vote last time for the BJP have traveled to vote to Haryana. Whereas, you know, in the Lok Sabha elections, the feeling was 400 par. Hum to jeet rahe hain. In 46 degrees temperature, you don't need to come out and vote. That's not the case this time.
With Haryana. Because in Haryana, the reality was that in many of the places, even JJP found it very difficult to reach out to the masses because it was associated with BJP. There was a tremendous anger amongst the people, BJP leaders.
No, 1 minute. I'll let RP come in this time. No. RP will respond. Raman, down. 1 versus 1. RP is responding. RP?
Okay, let me start with this. Yoshi ji, let's start with Delhi. You are losing Delhi badly. You will be rotated out of Delhi this time. Mark my word. You will lose your deposits in Haryana this time. Mark my word. Deposits in Haryana. And our Panna Pramukh will do chamatkar. Will show you chamatkar. How do the Panna Pramukh cognitive structure works on ground? Other than the narrative part, the groundwork which the Panna Pramukh does, which reach out to each and every voter and target each and every voter. I know people in Haryana. I've got calls from people in Haryana, especially in Gurgaon. Arey, aapke log kitni baar aayenge? Ek baar, do baar, char baar. How many times they'll keep knocking our doors? So, take my words that it's going to be miracle tomorrow as far as Haryana goes. And I'm giving you a challenge. Delhi will be a route for Aam Aadmi Party.
Challenge accepted, sir.
We'll discuss Jammu Kashmir.
Challenge accepted, sir. Put your money where your mouth is. Challenge accepted, sir. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll replay this clip, you know. And
I'll take you out for, if you can save a deposit on any of the seats, I'll take you out for a dinner.
In Delhi, sir?
In your state, I'll come. I'll
Delhi, we are winning, sir. Delhi, we are winning next year, and the dinner will be on me. Not only for you, for everyone.
I think, Sardar RP Singh, you sort of sidestepped the question that Arnab asked about what's the BJP's expectation from Haryana in terms of numbers?
As I said, we'll be in a range to form the government with certain independents, because my feedback is that there are independents also winning and there are smaller parties which are also winning. It's not one way which is happening, which has been